Today is the 6th day of December 2022 in my birthplace of Dundastan, Abaco, Bahamas. And I almost croaked just now, choked, when I saw the man that will go down in history as the vice prime minister in the history of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and indeed the world, Hubert Minnis. Hubert Minnis is begging Alfred Sayers and the Progressive Liberal Party. And he quoted saying that he was down here in his second home of Abaco, running from the camera. He didn't say that part, but he's running from the camera when he was down here a couple of weeks ago. And he's begging the government to please fix the holes on the road going south where his little Indian reservation is. Hey, look here. When you see a black brother ain't got no shame, they ain't got no integrity, they gutless and they weightless, and you look in the Oxford Dictionary, you see a picture of the ex-Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Hubert Minnis. He ain't white puppy shit. That's Minnis. Minnis gonna come this week and to beg the Progressive Liberal Party, because he said there's no lights on the road. There's potholes in the road. Minnis, wake up from that coma. You were the Prime Minister. When you travel south for 4 years, the same potholes, they just got a little bigger. The potholes was there. And guess what, Minnis? Ain't no light was on the road for 4 years. But you could see that ain't no lights now. Boy, that's what you call a weightless Negro. Minnis, no legacy at all. When it comes to the legacy of Minnis, all you see is weightlessness all on his forehead. Weightless. I talking about this fella so weightless. I was just talking about how weightless Farron Noble was. Because Farron was an F&M with Minnis, him and Darren them, and their own little cash cow circle. And Farron Noble moved from Minnis them because he recognized that they're so weightless that they couldn't win the election. So he switched t-shirts from Darren Henfield and gone up there in Marshall and put on a John Pinder shirt. But he just as weightless as the rest of them weightless F&Ms that went to the poll and voted F&M in the last election. But my story is that Minnis need to find himself. The leader of the opposition need to sit Minnis down. Every time he get up, grab your coat, sit down, Negro. You're absolutely white nothing. That you could beg this New Day government that only been in power for over a year to go on South Abaco to fix the road where you're going in your little Indian reservation down there called Vacation Home. You now could see the holes. You now could see that ain't no lights on the road. Well, that'll be Johnny Cake. Well, your eyes were, you had mud in your eyes, for 4 years when you had absolutely power. You had absolute power that you could lock up somebody for getting water at the spigot. You could lock up the boy for selling coconut water. But now, I gotta laugh it off, brother, because these fellas, weightless. The only thing wrong with the Bahamas is that the leaders. Boy, we had some leaders that left no legacy. All they left was $1 billion a bill. God, brave, you got to do such an awesome job to not be in the weightless category of Hubert Ingraham, Perry Christie with the yellow hair like them old fox, and Hubert Minnis. 3 former weightless prime ministers that left not one single legacy for the poor man. All they do is cause the rich to get richer and the poor to pay more bills. That is the legacy of the ex-3 prime minister. That is what they brought to the table. And Hubert, by all means, is trying to come back again, you know. Hubert setting up Pintard the same way he set up Tommy, that he pushed him to the side like he ain't nobody when he got all his ducks, so he thinks, in order. But the people in the Bahamas ain't gonna vote for you no more, Hubert. You already screwed us too many times. Only people made money, it's the people of in Abaco, Bakers Bay, and the Abaco Club. And because of Hubert Ingram, the deal in Treasure Key, there's only one thing wrong with the person that's trying to buy Treasure Key. It's because Hubert Ingram thinks that he screwed him in a $5,000 land deal right next to Minutes Little Reservation. Hubert give a first-generation Englishman 5,000 acres to develop, and he didn't develop it. That is why Hubert put foot on the Treasure Key deal. You all need to know what I know, because I sit at the table of knowledge. Ain't no hearsay. But my story is Minnis. He's asking Alfred Sayers and the PLP government to fix the hole. We need it to be fixed, but we need for Minnis to ask for nothing on behalf of Abaco. We X him out there. That's why we got rid of him. So don't beg on nothing on our behalf. If you had any shame and integrity, you wouldn't have asked the PLP to fix the holes and to put light, because you had ultimate power as the elected dictator of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas for 4 years. And you fixed not one hole, you put not one light on the street. So put a sock in it when you talk in the House Assembly. These guys just cost me the talk, you know, because people got to realize how bad we have it at the top in leadership in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We went through a devastating hurricane, and the Progressive Liberal Party is putting house all through Nassau, and they have not provided one single house for not one single person since Hurricane Dorian. And under the PLP, we had another hurricane, and not one attention has been paid to the homeless, the people that live in a car, the people that are government workers that are at the government complex living in trailers going on 4 years. But that's a story for another day. My only horse in the race is bringing some help. You all went all over the world. Clint Watson said, because the Bahamas need, the world is reaching out for help from the Bahamas. Clint, you ain't want me to say the wrong thing. Ain't nobody listening out the Bahamas. When you all speak at the UN, turn the camera to the audience. 4 or 5 people in there listening to the Bahamas. They don't respect black people. You saw what happened up in England? How did the Prime Minister ride? He ride in a jitney. That's another video. I saw him jump in the jitney while all the white leaders were riding in Rolls Royce. And all of those type of car with security. All the black leaders was in one jitney. And y'all talking about the world watching y'all? Watch that. Watch how y'all got put in a jitney. That's what they think about y'all. Y'all are jitney leaders. Kai cares. Well, y'all can cost me talk. Boy, let me tell you something. They put the Bahamas Prime Minister in a jitney with all the rest of the black leaders, and they think that the world is watching them. The world just laughing at y'all. They don't respect us. They never did. They never will. Kai cares. That's why he's here.